Can you guys folks hear us in the live stream? Okay, cool. Oh, change quarter. Oh, it's on there. Burger's good, huh? These are nice.
Fans of the Idaho Contact Football League that are tuning in live on either Facebook or YouTube, welcome to the third game of our matchup here. We are bringing you the Aztecs and the Matadors, which should be a fantastic matchup.
Big matchup. Both teams undefeated. Nope.
No, so the Aztecs, here's what's crazy.
Yep.
The Matadors lost to the Sabres.
Yep.
Week 1. The Aztecs were undefeated.
Yep.
And seeming like they could make another run for an undefeated season.
Yep.
But lost big against the Alphas last weekend.
Crazy.
At home, of course, on Alpha's home turf.
Yep.
In Twin Falls, so there's some travel scenario there, right?
Yep.
But yeah, 40-6 was the end of that game.
Nobody expected it. Matadors will line up to kick away to the Boise Aztecs. Looks like Austin Barber and Porter Grow back to receive.
Daniel Osmer set to kick off for the Matadors. Here it comes.
Knew it.
Short and high.
Oh!
Fielded by number
Oh,
19 on
high
the
kick by the
Aztecs.
Matadors is going to give the Boise Aztecs great field position to open up the game.
Ooh, some friendly fire there during that play.
Yeah, that was almost bad.
You know, and I appreciate number 19 being aggressive with that.
Yeah.
But you got to
That's
know
not
that
your job, though.
you have an up back that's
Yeah.
5 to 10 yards
Yes.
behind you.
You need to go lay a block,
Yes.
and your up back needs to be getting that.
Yeah. Honestly, though, kickoff's a live ball,
Yeah,
right? So,
sure.
you know what? Go after it. Go get it. I'm fine with it. Next time, though, maybe some extra communication could help.
Yep. 1st and 10 for the Aztecs.
So, James Hull here starting the game instead of Colt Knigge.
What? What is happening
Barber
here?
in the backfield, as you'd like to expect.
Is Colt? He's
Pull back to
sideline.
take the snap. And we are off. Barber. Big hit.
Hand off to Austin Barber. Going to be hit in the backfield by Leggett. Going to bring up 2nd and long.
So loss of 2 on the first play for the Aztecs. 2nd down and 12. Colt Knigge is on the sidelines.
Yep. I saw him over there.
Helmet off. Moving around, though. Staying loose, staying limber. So we'll see if this is just all game plan or if we have some kind of injury protocol for Colt.
Yeah.
Hull and Barber in the backfield. Snap. Back to pass. Looking right. Comes back left. On the run. He is gone. And I believe he will be just short.
Scramble by number 5, James Hull. Going to pick up about 8 yards. Going to set up the Aztecs with 3rd and short.
So both Hull and Colt have good legs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Both of them can run the ball. So if you're the Matadors here, you have to know that there's always going to be a run-pass option.
Absolutely. You need a spy almost.
Yeah, dual threat quarterback here. We got 3 receivers the right-hand side. Pull back to take the snap. Barber met in the backfield, and he will be bottled up for a big loss.
Run up the middle by Austin Barber is going to be bottled up in the backfield by the Matadors for a big loss. It's going to bring up 4th and long.
So 4th down here at about the 44-yard line. I'm okay either way, but I actually would prefer a punt.
I think.
You know, Hull, and this is the cool thing about special teams. The accomplished teams in the league have good special teams.
Yes.
Hull,
Absolutely.
great leg,
That's
right?
a whole
He's
part
a
of
very athletic dude. Yes. Hull has a great leg. He can put this ball down inside the 10. So actually, what we might want to try to avoid here is a touchback.
Yeah.
Here comes the snap. Good snap, good hold. High kick to the right-hand side, not the distance that you're looking for. We'll wait on the bounce.
Good bounce.
Great bounce. Matadors will get away from it.
Right to 2019. Aztecs punt will land on the Doors 19-yard line. Be 1st and 10, Matadors.
You know, special teams-wise, that's a win. That's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
play.
Yeah.
You know, essentially, you plug them deep. It's super, super deep in their own territory, but, you know, 19, it's pretty good.
Yep. I'm excited to watch this Doors O-line. Their tackles are studs. Caden Allen. Yep.
Allen in the backfield takes the snap. Quick pass to the right-hand side. Number 2 will make it about 2 yards,
Quick
3
pass
yards.
by
on the play.
Caden Allen out to Grant Roberts. Be complete for a couple yards. Going to bring up 2nd and long.
Now, I imagine that there's going to be many connections here between Roberts and Allen.
Sure. That's his number 1 part. I'm just happy to see Caden get a chance. Yeah, I've been saying for years that he's
Run by Osmer to the left. He's moving, he's juking, but he is going to be bottled up in the backfield for a loss.
Running back Daniel Osmer completely swarmed in the backfield, goes nowhere. Loss for the Doors will bring up 3rd and long. Oh, what's up? I thought zebra stripes, and I was like, oh, you want to talk to this guy?
So we've got 3rd down and about 9 here for the Matadors. Let's see what Allen can do. Back to pass. Looking to the right. Ball is in the air. Out of bounds.
Pass by Caden Allen will fall
We will have
incomplete.
4th and long.
It'll be 4th and long for the Matadors.
So now we have a 3 and out here on both sides of the ball to start the game.
I think we're going to see pretty consistently back and forth some 3 and out.
Yeah.
There'll probably be some sustained drives in this first half, but I don't think we're going to see very many.
Nope.
If what holds about these teams holds true.
Yeah, I mean, and not that I want to curse this game with a boring low score or anything like
Right.
that. However, I can imagine that we're probably going to be looking at something in the 14 to 21, 14 to 24 kind of ballpark here.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if we got up over 24 points.
So a little bit of insult to injury here, moving the Matadors back 5. They've got 1 too many on the field. We appreciate your willingness, number 16. However, that is just 1 too many. Osmer back to punt. Catches the ball. Good punt. Deep. Spiraling kick. Not fielded, and will take a beautiful roll all the way to the 25-yard line.
Good punt by Daniel Osmer.
I don't know if he did or not. He stuck his hand as well. Yeah, he just grabbed it and stuck his hand out like this, like stop, don't crane me.
After the beautiful punt from the Matadors, Aztecs will take over the 25-yard line.
Look at that.
James Hole still in the backfield.
Yeah.
Motion. Fake jet sweep left. Hole will keep it. Tackled in the backfield for a loss. I can't tell if it was a turf monster or not.
Oh, gonna trip over his own feet, looks like. Gonna set them up with 2nd and long.
We'll have to double check on that. I don't want to rob anybody of a beautiful tackle on the quarterback on a sack, but
That is true. Maybe he did get a sack, and it wasn't James Holmes falling over his own. No, it's a good one.
Aztecs taking their time here on the play call. Even spread receiver set. No, 3 to the right, 2 to the left, empty set. Hole in the backfield, ready to take a snap. Looking left, throws left, double coverage, blocked away by the Matadors.
Long pass by James Hole is going to be knocked down by the Matador secondary. Great coverage. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
Or like at the end, especially the end.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Third down and long here for the Aztecs. Barber back in the backfield. Tight end to the right, 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. The snap, pull back to pass, looking right, running left. Ball up in the air, just too high.
James
number
Holt with the
13.
deep pass. Number 13. Going to fall incomplete. Bring up 4th and long.
So obviously we're 4th and long. You're in your own territory. Punt team comes on the field. You know, I'm wondering if one of the first things we're going to end up seeing here is just a breakdown of either responsibilities on special teams or some kind of special team mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And as a punter myself, I'm never going to wish this on anybody. But,
For sure.
you know, if it's going to be a punt game back and forth, then special teams is really going to be super important here.
Yep.
Snap is good.
Oh.
And it is a keeper. Hull will roll out. Puts the ball in the air, rugby style. Great bounce. It's going to roll to about the 40-yard line.
Punter James Hull is able to roll out and get the punt off. The Aztecs will take over Matadors' 41-yard line.
So now Matadors take over. Matadors offense back on the field. Allen. Takes the snap. Surveys. And he will be bottled up in the backfield for a loss.
Big sack by the Aztecs. Going to drop Caden Allen in the backfield. Going to bring up 2nd and long for the Matadors.
Run to the left-hand side.
Run by the Matadors for a little bit. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
Out 3rd down and 7 here for the Matadors. Tunnel screen to number 2.
no.
Roberts, he's got plenty of space.
Oh, he ran him over.
And he has a 1st down and more.
Pass complete by Caden Allen to number 2, Grant Roberts. He runs over a couple Aztecs players. Gets himself a big 1st down. 1st and 10, Matadors.
Allen takes a snap. Looks right, throws right. Oh, just overthrows his receiver.
Deep ball by Caden Allen falls incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10. Here comes the snap. Run up the middle. He's got some yards. Does he have a 1st down? He does.
Hand off up the middle to Matthew Garner. Going to get himself some good yardage and get the Matadors a 1st and 10.
Matadors moving the ball on the ground and in the air pretty comfortably now.
They always find their groove.
Snap. Run up the middle again. Good for a couple.
Matadors staying with the ground game. Pick up a couple yards. Going to be 2nd and long.
Snap, Allen back to pass. Looks left, throws left. Just overthrows his receiver.
Pass by Caden Allen. Ball's incomplete. Brings up 3rd and long. Look at, oh, now your dad's coming in here with the nachos I wanted. Make room for Gary.
4 minutes, 34 seconds left in the first quarter. We're going to have a timeout on the field. So Matadors threatening to score here.
Definitely driving. They put together a good little drive here.
Yeah. Pretty balanced, too. I'd say, you know, we've got a little bit of ground game, a little bit of stuff through the air. Definitely keeping the Aztecs line and the secondary on their toes. Aiden takes the snap, bobbled, ball on the ground. Who has it? Aztecs.
Ball's going to be fumbled by Daniel Osmer. Going to be picked up by the Aztecs. Turnover. 1st and 10.
Gotta hate when that happens.
Yeah, that's not
Beautiful drive, balanced ground and air game, miscommunication, bad mesh point. I mean,
mesh point. That's
the mesh point, yeah. Bad mesh point on the handoff there. Falls on the ground. And here's what's always sad. You see the running back, and he thinks that the quarterback has it. Quarterback thinks the running back has it, and it's just in no man's land.
Mm-hmm. That's why practice is important.
Hole in the backfield. The snap. Barber on the run to the left-hand side. He might make a yard. Ball comes out, but he is down.
Hand off to Austin Barber. Like minimal gain, if anything. 2nd down.
I can hear the Matadors talking from their own sideline about missed opportunities and not shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
You know, situation like that is tough. You're doing great, moving along, you're cooking. All of a sudden, you don't have the ball anymore. It's rough.
We've had those.
Hole, backfield with Barber. The snap. Play action. Ooh. Beautiful catch. Post across the middle by number 11, Grow.
Big catch by Porter Grow across the middle. Going to give the Aztecs a 1st down. That's a great hit by Lab, too. No.
Yeah, fantastic tackle by Labarbera.
45-27 was the final, huh, Derek?
Hole in the backfield with Barber again.
So, Mr. Free timeout.
Snap. Hole looks left, runs right. Will he pass it? Will he run? He does run, gains a couple.
Run by James Hole around the corner. Gonna get a couple yards. Gonna bring up 2nd and long. Yeah, we were figuring. You didn't get a touchdown, did you?
Yeah, we got the touchdown.
Oh, then yeah, they didn't get to
That's why I took
yeah. It went up 46.
Oh, yeah. Our bad. Our bad.
I gave it to me.
We just knew you guys won. Dude, it's good, huh?
Hole in the backfield with White, I believe. White takes the run, and he is bottled up in the backfield for a loss. So
Donnie White gets totally bottled up in the backfield.
back to 4th down and 10.
Is it third or fourth?
Fourth. I think, no, maybe it is third. Third. Lucky. 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10 for the Aztecs.
Hole in the backfield with White. 3 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Lots of field to work with down on the left-hand side. Hole looks right. Ball is out. Caught for a 1st down and more. Out past the 50-yard line.
Big
So
pass by
Aztecs
James
convert.
Holt, the number 81. Runs a guy over and gets a 1st and 10 for the Aztecs.
First and 10 from the 45-yard line. Motion in the backfield. Hole fakes the handoff. Runs to the left, to the right. And he will be bottled up right near the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback James Holt with the run. He's going to get sucked up in the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard. Going to be 2nd and long.
So we'll have one more snap here before the end of the 1st quarter. 30 seconds and running. 2nd down and 9 for the Aztecs. Barber back in the backfield. So Aztecs short on time. Call timeout right before the end, the expiration of the play clock. Aztecs finally seeming like they're moving the ball a little bit better.
I mean, we see Colt's not in. That's their starter, right? Hole's in there. He's a smart player for them. They're going to get going eventually. Oh, that's right. Hey, Ray.
Here we go, 2nd down and about 9 for the Aztecs after the timeout. 4 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Or 1st quarter, excuse me. Surprise. Game's already over. Snap, Hole, surveys. He will pass, completed.
Pass complete by James Hole, number 8. Gonna pick up some yards.
That'll be the last play of the quarter.
And after the first quarter, your score remains 0-0. We got a dogfight on our hands. All right, quarter 2 out there. Start of the second quarter, Aztecs 3rd and short in Matadors territory.
3rd down and 3 for the Aztecs. I got to believe that they'll probably go for it on 4th down here if they don't get it.
I think in this situation, there's 0-0. You got to take some shots in game.
You're in enemy territory. You're not deep in enemy territory. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how aggressive they want to be here. Hole ready to take the snap. Play action, caught by Grow.
Ball's out. And ball's out. No, that was a fumble. Gary, what's your thoughts?
I think we're gonna have forward progress.
Oh man.
I think we're gonna have forward progress on the catch before he gets pushed back, before the ball comes out.
That's rough.
Now, the real question is, yes.
Before the ball is stripped.
There we go.
The line to gain was reached. First down.
Yeah, see, what I wanted to know is, did he really have full possession of the ball?
Right.
If he did, forward progress, that's an easy call. If not, well, if it's contested and defender ends up with it, then that's another story.
Nice pass from James Hole to Porter Grow to get the first down.
So Aztecs convert another 3rd down. We've got 1st down and 10 inside of Matador territory at the 45-yard line. Hole takes a snap, play action, rolls right, surveys. Can he make something happen? Oh, his receiver just a bit behind.
Deep pass from James Hole. Just over the top of his receiver. Falls incomplete. 2nd and long. See, that's one thing the Aztecs have always been good at, though, is finding the time.
Yeah, extending plays. Yeah. I mean, there was probably 3 different times there that I thought Hole was going to end up getting tackled or bottled up somewhere.
For sure. Gets
all the way to the sideline and then hucks it, 30 yards downfield.
And the problem with plays like that, like extending plays like that, like you almost saw Austin Barber there throw a block that would have been flagged.
Yes.
Luckily, he's a smart player. He stopped himself. But those types of situations, obviously, you don't want to get in too much. But it can help you extend the drive.
Hole and Barber in the backfield. Motion by Grow. The snap, the handoff to Barber. Shifts left, goes back right. Good for about 4 yards.
Hand off to Austin Barber up the middle. Going to get him about 4 yards. Bring up 3rd and 6. Oh, man. I'm used to being on my feet and my legs all day, so like sitting to me is foreign. When I sit too long, it's just don't talk about blood clots. That's one of my irrations.
Hole in the backfield with Barber. 3rd down and 6. So we have movement, but on
flag
who?
on the play.
Good ball.
Matador's got a little antsy there. They advance the text a little bit. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
So what was a 3rd and mid, that maybe could have turned into something good for the Matadors, is now a 3rd and very manageable.
Seeing 3rd and 1 playing against the Aztecs, you better be worried.
Yes. Well, honestly, you could put Barber in there. You could put White in there. Hole could keep it if he wants to at this point. You know, 3rd and 1 is pretty good, and we know they're going for it on 4th down, so we got 2 down territory here.
Yeah, got a fullback leading here. Looks like Donnie White in the back. Oh, and Hull's going to keep it.
Almost a tush push.
Quarterback keeper by James Hull. Going to be enough for an Aztecs 1st down. What time are you heading down? You do take this with you and for the team. And they can scoop it into their bottles and do whatever with it. But just make sure everybody gets to try it.
White in the backfield with Hull now. Single receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Hull takes the snap, hands off to White. White to the right-hand side. Has blockers. Make about 4 yards. 3 yards.
Run by Donnie White. Gonna pick up a few yards. I think it's gonna give him 2nd and 6. Matadors flowed well there.
You know, the Aztecs have a ton of talent at their offensive line, ton of talent. And I'm watching Huss just zip across the line to go make a block, which is, if you're on the opposite side of that ball, you don't want to be.
No.
When it comes to the Huss. But you're right, the Matadors did do a really good job of pursuit and holding that to about 3 or 4 yards.
And Donnie White's dangerous, so if you don't pursue well with him, he's gonna get you.
Hull takes a snap. Looks, surveys, throws right deep. Just outside of the reach, number 81.
Deep pass by James Hull, falls incomplete. Gonna bring up 3rd, about 6.
All right, fans of the ICFL, we are going to bring in Gary Bassett as our other commentator, who was also the white hat in the last game. So
it's good to be with y'all. Great competitive game. Shoot, 2 good defenses and some movement on offense, but just not been able to be sustained. So we'll see if the Aztecs can complete this drive here with a touchdown.
Hull and White in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left-hand side, single to the right. Hull takes the snap, surveys left, wants left, pushing left. Will he escape? He does. Pass completed to 7 White. They will go out of bounds, but not before gaining a few yards.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier about how they sustain plays and keep plays going, and that was another example of being able to find a receiver at the last second as he's almost being brought down. So great effort on the quarterback's part. Still brings up 4th down.
Yeah, I can't believe that Hull actually made it out of there and completed a pass on top of all that. So 4th down and about 4.5 maybe.
4th and 4 for the Aztecs.
Last time in this situation, they threw a little short pass over the middle. We'll see what they do here.
Got 3 receivers to the right-hand side, single to the left. Empty set with the tight end. So Hull back to pass, surveys, looking left, flowing left, ball up left. Can they stay in bounds? I don't think so.
Broken up by the Matadors. Turnover on down.
I'm not sure that was his first read. In fact, I'm sure it probably wasn't his first read, but you had trips out to this near side, and maybe they would just run a quick slant or receiver underneath the formation to try to pick up those couple of yards. But it's a turnover on downs, and Matadors get a chance now to put together a drive.
Yeah, it's hard to see, especially 4th and 4, 4th and manageable. Quarterback that goes for something crazy deep into the end zone when all he needs is 4 yards.
Well, there was really no risk the big thing there is the ball ended up out of bounds. Keep it in play, and even if it's intercepted, that's not a bad deal there because it was 4th down.
Run up the middle for the Matadors. Osmer on the carry. Flag on the play.
Daniel Osborne finally breaks free a little bit. Flag on the left.
Yeah, that's the inadvertent kind where it's just hands on the face mask, but no grasp or turn, so they can just go with 5-yard penalty.
5 yards does get them a first down, so new set of downs for the Matadors. The snap, the carry to Osmer to the left-hand side, cuts back right, bottled up in the backfield. No gain.
Yeah, he looked on that first cut that he lost his balance a little bit. I don't think that helped him a lot. Wasn't really able to gain his momentum back and ended up getting tackled.
New running back checking in for Osmer. Osmer taking a break on the field after that one. The snap, play action, back to pass, looking right. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He's got some room, makes a spin, has enough for the first down, and a few. That will move the chains.
That almost looked like a designed quarterback draw. That middle was wide open.
Blaze takes the snap, handoff to 0. Met in the secondary, good for about 3 yards.
Yeah, I'm looking for everybody to get up after that because there's just no defense for that.
No.
Not anything wrong with the play necessarily. It's just a tough situation.
Yep. Second down and about 5 for the Matadors. Blaze takes the snap, handoff to the right-hand side. He's got room, and I think he has enough for the first down. Or
they're going to mark him
a little bit short.
Yep, they got him just short. Oh, wait.
Little bit of a communication here. Let's see. Going to stop the clock and take another look at this. So, timeout on the field for an injured player, and it does look like we're short.
Yeah, I think we're short. I think initially this near official thought maybe we had a first down, but I'm not sure he picked up his partner on the other side of the field. That definitely has him marked almost a yard short.
Fans of the ICFL, if you guys did not make it out to the games today, I promise you missed out for more than one reason. Today we had a vendor out that was Squatch Juice, which has sugar-free, all-natural hydration and energy supplements for you, your family, and your athletes. We will make sure that we share additional information. In fact, you can go find information on our Facebook page. If you're watching this live video, you can go find it after the live broadcast and get more information about Squatch Juice and all of their lineup of products.
Let's go, Doors! Let's go!
So Allen back in here. Again, Blaze taking a break. Handoff up the middle. Plenty of space on the right-hand side. He's got room. Wrapped up by Zach Peterson. Touchdown saving tackle there.
Big run by run over the Aztec safety there. Get a few more yards.
We have a little bit of an officials discussion. Let's see what we have.
It's going to be a defensive penalty here. They're going to go half the distance.
Sideline interference against the Aztecs sideline.
Oh, unfortunate.
After the distance. First down.
Never like to see that happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so what happened there is his official, as he's moving down the sideline, contacted a member in the restricted area. If he doesn't contact him, it can be a sideline warning, but if there's contact, it's called sideline interference. It's a 15-yard penalty, in this case, only half the distance, so that helped him a little. But
Hand off to Osmer up the middle, inside the 5-yard line to the 4. We'll have second down and goal. This is about the closest that either team has been to a touchdown. I can't imagine the loss of momentum if Matadors can't convert here. We got spread receiver set. Allen takes the snap. Hands off to Osmer, who is tackled still inside the 5, about a yard maybe.
maybe a yard. You know, he tried to cut back, and there just wasn't anything there for him. That hole got filled super quick by that Aztec defense.
Flag on the field will stop the clock. Hope it's not against the Matadors. So Daniel Osmer getting a little hot after that play. Sure, he has his own story to tell on that one, but it's going to cost the Matadors 15 yards after the play. So third down counts, or say second down counts. We're now third down and goal from the 18-yard line. Three minutes, 30 seconds and counting here. Counting up the players here.
So we have a substitution infraction on the defense at 12 players in formation.
Well, a little bit of grace here for the Matadors. After losing 15 yards, you get back 5. Allen spins around, looking for the receiver.
Wow.
Incomplete.
Very well defended there. Almost could have been a pick 6. Had he had one step closer, he could have picked that off and been gone, but
I think we've got field goal unit coming onto the field. So Matadors don't want to lose any more momentum than they already have. Let's see if Osmer can put this ball between the uprights. And that is going to be no good. Ball rolls into the end zone. We have a touchback. Okay, so
Field goal by Dave. No good. No good.
yeah, that's an interesting situation on those scrimmage kicks. If that would have ended up just short of the goal line, that would have been where it ended up. They could have had the ball at the 1 or 2 yard line, but because it rolled all the way in, it comes back out to the 20. So, the Aztecs start with twins on both sides of the formation. And it looks like we're going to have a false start. drew the defense off, but the offense definitely moved first. Both the wide receivers here on the near side. That's going to back them up to the 15-yard line, make 1st and 15 here with 3 minutes left here in the first half. Still a scoreless game. Again, they come out in virtually the same formation now, twins on either side of the ball, and a single setback behind our quarterback. And our quarterback's back to pass. Good throw over to the side, and he breaks the tackle inbounds, so he's going to get all the way up to about the 37, 38-yard line for a great play for the Aztecs. They're just going to say he... The 37-yard line. Oh, shoot.
One thing that's crazy here is that Colt Carnegie is back in the game. So after having nearly all of the offensive drives with James Hull, Carnegie back at quarterback, Hull back at receiver.
I wonder if Hull hadn't got hurt or something. I just don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, a little bit of a difficult time with that mesh point there for Carnegie and his running back. And then after the play, flag on the field. At least I'm assuming we got a dead ball penalty. We'll see here.
Yeah, I'm quite certain it's going to be a dead ball penalty. The question is who it's on. It looks like the Matadors players kind of pleading their cause here, but we'll hear from the referee.
Dead ball.
It's a huge penalty at this point of the half, going in the way of the Aztecs. So
penalty yardage will result in the Aztecs first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It's just rough. The Matadors went from being first and goal at the 3 to not getting any points, and now the Aztecs are marching down the field.
Two receivers to the near side, one up top. Quarterback back to pass, throws deep to the sideline. Overthrew everybody. Incomplete.
Looking for hole on the pass. Incomplete. Second down and 10.
Please reset the clock to 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Incomplete pass, the clock to start on the snap.
Quarterback's back to pass. He's looking deep, but he had no receiver there. Goes to the sideline. Now he's going to scramble. And he's going to end up with a net yard, about 3-yard gain on the play.
This is a 2-minute warning. Please quote 1 minute, 56 seconds.
So after that play, that crazy scramble by Colt Carnegie, we hit the 2-minute warning. Last 2 minutes in the second quarter. Third down and about 7 for the Aztecs. Still 0-0 on the board. Knigge in the backfield. Barber behind him. Spread receiver set. 2 left, 2 right. Knigge takes the snap, surveys, looks right, looks left. Can he find anybody? Scrambling, and he is down for a loss. However, flag on the field. I believe he might have a face mask here. That or possibly a hold. We'll see.
Offense. The penalties decline. 4th down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Penalty against the Aztecs decline. Fourth down and long.
So 4th down and a ways for the Aztecs here, of course. Bringing the punt team on the field. See if we can gain some good field position, play some defense. Good snap. High spiraling punt deep down into the end zone. So got a minute, 42 seconds left in the second quarter. Matadors will come out to the 20-yard line and see if they can put some points on the board in under 2 minutes.
High booming punt from James Holt. Matadors will take over at the 20-yard line.
Blaze takes the snap, hands off to Osmer. Osmer's got space on the outside. Get tackled for about 3 yards.
Run by Daniel Osmer, good for about 3 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 7.
Blaze takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking left. Flag on the play. Pass completed to number 19.
Pass complete, number 19. Flag on the play.
Ten yards from the free spot.
Let's go about 2nd down and 16, 17 here. Looks like the Aztecs will call timeout.
Second of the first half.
So quite the battle on both sides of the ball here. Obviously, significantly more punts than we have touchdowns, considering we have 0 on either side. But good special teams play, except for the missed field goal down here at the end for the Matadors. So still 0-0. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. And here come the Matadors offense. Blaze into quarterback. Takes the snap, surveys. Looking left. Will be taken down in the backfield for a big loss inside the 10-yard line.
Timeout. Aztecs. Third and final of the first half.
So the Aztecs have taken their third and final timeout of the half. We've got 3rd down and a mile for the Matadors. At this point, if they can't get any yardage, they're going to be punting out of their own end zone. The last thing they want to do is end up having the clock stopped. So it's a little bit of a gamble passing the ball.
Yeah, I think in this situation, you've got to run the ball for 2 reasons. Number one, it's going to chew up 40 more seconds. Number two, they're probably not expecting a run, and you might actually give your punter a little bit better field position to punt from.
Agreed.
But, boy, I'll tell you what, they are definitely backed up here, and throwing the ball deep to get the first down would be risky at best.
Blaze back to take the snap. Expecting a run here. Back to pass. Out to the right-hand side. He'll keep it. And he will get a decent amount of yards. Almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Now, the Aztecs don't have to snap this ball.
Aztecs don't have a timeout, and the Mavericks can let this run out, but it looks like exactly what they're going to do.
Yep. So after holding the Matadors deep in their own territory, the Aztecs aren't going to take any chances. They're not going to stop the clock. Offense won't step on the field. And we are going to go to halftime.
That is halftime. Fans of the ICFL, we'd like to invite you during this intermission to go down and check out our food and dessert vendors. Presented by Illinois Digital, a local digital and traditional marketing firm focused on the small business, and Treasure Valley Sports League, the best recreational adult sports league in the valley. Matadors football is presented by Hawaiian Roofing. For over 20 years, they have been family-owned and Treasure Valley trusted. Let Hawaiian Roofing protect your roof and home year-round. Flynn Boise, with 35 locations across the United States and Canada. Flynn Group of Companies is the leading commercial contractor. And Izzy's Heating and Air Service. The price you want, the service you deserve. Aztecs football is presented by Pursuit Restoration, your trusted water, fire, and mold company, providing an industry-leading 2-year workmanship warranty. Turn chaos into happiness today. Find them at pursuit-restoration.com.
And those that are on the live stream, welcome back. We're about a minute away from kickoff for the second half in this tie game between the Aztecs and the Matadors. Great first half, a lot of good action, but just neither team could put the ball in the end zone. We'll see how the second half goes. It'll be the Aztecs set to kick off to the Matadors here to start the second half. Wow, opening kickoff, incredible run back, but it was fumbled by Osmer and recovered by the Aztecs. They'll take over on the 43-yard line. Wow, what a change of events there. It looked like the Matadors were going to end up in great field position, and it just turns around that quick. And the Aztecs now will have the ball in good field position to start their first possession of the second half. And just like that, you get good fortune. You get a fumble recovery in great field position, and then a timing penalties takes you back 15 yards. Now they're back at their own 28-yard line. Had the ball up at the 43, so a lot of difference right there. But we still Aztecs ball, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Split receivers, 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. It's a handoff, and just nowhere to go. He's going to be tackled for a loss. It's going to bring up 2nd and 12 for the Aztecs. I'll apologize in advance here. Eric is much better at knowing the players on the field than I am, so I'll give you a picture of what's going on and explain some things, but I'm not going to be able to identify players nearly as well as he could. So the Aztecs come back to the line now, 2nd and 12, and looking to gain some positive yards here on this play. A single setback, 3 receivers to the two receivers to the top of the formation. And that's where the quarterback is looking, and he completes it. Looks like maybe just short of the line to gain. And that it will be. Wind up 3rd down and a yard to go. A great pass, great catch. We saw a lot of longer passes there by the Aztecs in the first half. I'm wondering if they'll, kind of settle down, try to get some short passes, have a sustained drive here, see if they can't put points on the board. Again, twin receivers, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom of the formation, and a single setback for the Aztec quarterback. And he puts that back in motion and then does a keeper. Looks like he has the first down. It takes him clear out to the 44-yard line. So they've eaten up all that penalty yardage now. And we'll look to see if they can gain some more positive yardage on this drive. That was a nice job reading and then deciding to keep the ball by the quarterback. Again, receivers to the top and to the bottom of the formation. And quarterback takes the snap, takes the handoff, and overthrows his intended receiver out near the Matador sideline. I think both these teams really want to try to establish something on first and second downs. They don't have these long, downs, long distances to go on third down, second and third down. We'll see what happens here on 2nd and 10. Again, this time we have 2 receivers to the bottom, a slot receiver, and then 1 receiver up at the top of the formation. It's fake the handoff and a pitch. A big loss on the play. Great play by the defense. They weren't fooled at all on that play. Probably a loss of almost 8 yards on the play. Almost 9 yards on the play. We have 3rd down and 19 now to go for the Aztecs. Again, they send 2 receivers to the wide side of the formation, 1 here to the near side. And we got 1 setback. Quarterback looks right, and now he's looking deep. The ball is up for grabs and falls incomplete. He had a receiver out there. Had that ball been maybe a little less under it, I think that's a completion.
Those are the catches they expect James Hole to make.
Yep.
He almost did.
Yeah, I know. It was close, no doubt. Again, this is the very situation I think that they want to stay out of. They had 3rd and long. Now they're in punting formation, and we'll see how the punt goes. The Matadors could end up with decent field position here. Oh, it's a high snap. Fielded well, though. And a low line drive punt. And the Matadors look like they will get pretty good field position out to about the 38 or 39 yard line. Matadors come out, and inside handoff, good for a gain of about 4 yards, 5 yards actually they're going to give him. Nice quick hitter. Again, positive yardage on 1st down, which is going to be huge for these guys. Now they're moving the ball back. It will be a gain of only 4, but still nice positive yardage on 1st down for the Matadors. They've got 2 receivers to the top side, a slot receiver, so actually 3 receivers total. But again, an inside handoff, and this time the Aztec defense was on it and forced a fumble, and they have recovered.
Fumble by Matador, recovered by
He got hit almost immediately after he received the handoff. I think he lost control, and then the ball was stripped, and the Aztecs find themselves in great field position now down at the Matadors 25-yard line. 1st and 10. All right, the Aztecs come out. A bunch formation over to the wide side of the field. One receiver here to the near side. And it's a quick swing pass to the far side of the field. Tackled inbounds about the 20-yard line and gained about 5 yards. Nice, again, a nice play for some good positive yardage to start this drive for the Aztecs. Again, on this 2nd and 5 play, quarterback takes the snap. It's a handoff to his setback, and it's a loss of a yard. Again, just no blocking up in front of him. Wasn't able to negotiate any kind of opening there, so he's going to be moved back. Actually, they're going to make that a loss of 2 yards on the play. And so 3rd down and a long 8. Receivers, 2 receivers to the top of formation, 1 here to the near side. And again, the single setback. Quarterback looks back. He's going to throw. Looked for a back shoulder completion there, and he just threw it a bit wide. The receiver couldn't adjust to that pass. This brings up 4th down. And it doesn't look this time like they will bring the field goal unit out. They leave the offense on the field, and we'll try to gain 8 yards to get a 1st down here. This time the quarterback is in empty formation, so obviously be looking downfield unless he tries some kind of quarterback draw. And he is surveying the field here, and now he's got to scramble, and he's going to be brought down. And he doesn't look like he feels very good. I think he may have got his ankle twisted there, but anyway, that'll turn the ball over on downs, give the ball right back to the Matadors. All right, the Matadors get set to take their offense on the field here again, and they've got trips to the wide side of the field here and 1 single setback. It is a pass play, quarterback back to pass, and throws an interception. That's 2 turnovers on 2 possessions here in the second half for the Matadors. You got to wonder at what point will the Aztecs be able to take advantage. So far in this entire game, they haven't been able to take advantage of the good field position that's been given them, and that's a lot, to be honest. They've had the ball inside on the Matadors half of the field several times this game and just haven't been able to put any points on the board. This time they'll have 3 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side of the field, and a single setback. Another handoff and nowhere to go, and a loss of 2 yards on the play. Again, these defenses are absolutely playing great against the run today. They just are not giving anything up, and the passing games for either team really haven't been clicking that great. So that's why we got a 0-0 score right now with 5:16 running left here in the third quarter. You know, one of these teams is going to break through with either a big offensive play or maybe a great play on defense here. But, well, I tell you what, it's been a dogfight. This time a quick swing pass. And there's some positive yards there, not a big gain. That brings up a 3rd down and 8. Kind of a big play right here. They can get a 1st down and get it close. You never know, but this has been where it's been tough for both of these teams.
Go defense!
Again, twin receivers both sides of the formation and a single setback. We'll see what Colt comes up with. It's long down the sideline, but this ball's going to be picked off, and it's being run back. And again, neither team can take advantage. Matadors will have the ball at the 29-yard line, their own 29, where they'll start their next possession. All right, the Matadors taking back over here again on offense at their own 29. We'll see what they can do. Quick hitch for the goal. Wide open receiver, number 2, but he wasn't able to hang on to the ball. So that'll set up 2nd down and 10. Matadors going kind of a quick hurry-up offense here to see if they can catch the Aztecs off guard a bit. We'll see how it works. This time an inside handoff. Not a lot there. Gain of a couple. Give them 2 yards on the play. He'll set up 3rd down and 8. Wide open receiver, but overthrown. And again, now the Matadors set up a 4th down. And they send out their punting unit. And once again, with the exception of a great punt and great coverage, it looks like the Aztecs may be set up in real close to plus territory. The punt's off clearly. Oh boy, a punt is shaped. And it's going to go out very near midfield. It will go out of bounds at the 48-yard line of the Aztecs, and great field position. We'll see if they can take advantage of that break. That looked like it just came off the side of his foot, and unfortunately for the Matadors, the Aztecs are starting in really good field position again.
Go defense, let's go!
All right, we're here with the Aztecs starting their their possession here. And again, against the run, nobody is getting anywhere today. This is a loss of almost 6 yards on the play. And that puts him in definitely behind the chains here. Second down and 16. And we're speeding through this third quarter. We got 2 minutes, 35 seconds left in a 0-0 tie game. I'm telling you, the offenses just haven't figured out a way to put the ball across the goal line yet.
Defensive battles.
All right, on second down, Carnegie is going to try to scramble, and he's brought down. Loss of another couple yards on the play. So we're ending up, it'll be third down and 18 yards to go.
Aztecs have third and way long to go.
Well, we'll see what they dial up here on third down. They've got 3 receivers up top, 2 receivers at the bottom, and no setbacks. So it's definitely a passing down. They go short, though, and the receiver catches the ball, but very short gain. Brings up fourth down and 13. We're under a minute to go now in the third quarter. So the Aztecs in punt formation, and we have a single receiver back for the Matadors to see what they can do to gain some field position here in this battle. Again, it's kind of a lollipop snap, and again, a kick almost straight out of bounds. In fact, he's actually going to lose yardage on this punt. The punt hits the ground and ricochets back toward the line of scrimmage and beyond it. So it'll be the 40-yard line that the Matadors will take over. Their best situation to start here in the second half. We'll see what they can do. You got to figure at some point one of these teams is going to take advantage of this really good field position. 9 seconds left, likely the last play here of the third quarter. Yeah, it makes sense. I just... This looks like it's going to be a face mask on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty. And while it's not automatic first down, the yardage will certainly give them a first down. So all the way down to the 25-yard line.
It's going to be a first and 10 Matadors. Aztecs and
4 seconds. 2, 1.
At the end of the third quarter. Score remains 0-2-0.
Well, fans, that that concludes the third quarter. I guarantee you one thing. If we don't score in the next 12 minutes, we will have a score shortly thereafter. We do use high school rules on the overtime, not college rules, so we start at the 10-yard line. Each team has a possession, 4 downs to score. We'll cover that a little bit more if we get that situation, but for now, we start the fourth quarter. Again, the Matadors have the ball in good field position at the Aztecs 25-yard line, first down and 10. So this is a great opportunity for them. Both teams come back to the field here, and the Matadors' offense looks to be set to go. 2 receivers to the top of the formation, and the quarterback looks the other way. I'll tell you what. Almost an outstanding pass and catch for the Matadors. Just couldn't bring it in. Good defense by the Aztecs, but the ball was still very well thrown. And again, they're going quick. No huddle. And this time an inside handoff and nowhere to go. No gain on the play.
Okay, now hand ball off. Number 8. Gets that more by the Aztecs. Still first down.
And again, the Matadors have 2 receivers to the top of the formation. The quarterback again looks to this side, though, and holds the ball just a bit too long and gets sacked. Got to take them back to the 31-yard line, third down and 16. Excuse me, fourth and 16 here. And another deep ball thrown, this time overthrown. Good defense. And once again, the ball goes over on downs. This time, the Aztecs will take over at the 31-yard line, first and 10. I will say that these defenses have played lights out today. You got to give a lot of credit to those D coordinators who have dialed up the right game plan for each team, because there have been some decent offensive plays, but they just nobody able to really put a full drive together and put the ball in the end zone. Despite all the turnovers we've had as well. So now we'll see what the Aztecs can do. Back to pass, a fade, and incomplete. Really good. Throws it into double coverage. Hole, the receiver, coming up a little bit. Actually hasn't got up yet, so I think we're gonna shut this down and give him a little bit of time to see if he can get feeling better, but he'll go out for at least a play. But a ball thrown into double coverage, and just, again, good defense. You know, to work on the turf is really, really good. Players, if we got a rainy day, it really doesn't matter. From an officiating standpoint, we love working on the turf. When it gets super hot, it is hot. I will tell you that. And it is for the players too. But just to have a very consistent surface to play on every single down is super important. And it's so nice to be here at Columbia and have that opportunity.
Love to see number 5 from the Aztecs, James Hall, get up.
Yeah, I you know, typically don't speculate. I just know he came down really hard. I don't know if his head hit the turf, but they are helping him off the field slowly. So hopefully that's nothing serious.
Back to action here. Second and 10 for the Aztecs.
Second down. Second down and 10 at the 31-yard line for the Aztecs. With 2 receivers to the top. Formation, 1 here on the bottom with a slot receiver. 1 setback. We'll see what they have in mind for the second down play. It's a quick handoff, but again, makes a great play. Puts the receiver down. As the receiver got back up, the defender pushed him back to the ground. That's going to draw 15 yards every single time. And that gives the Aztecs 15 yards and a first down. Yeah. You still see the goose eggs on the scoreboard. Those kind of penalties, you just can't happen. I just can't. You just can't have. And if you're a coach, you may want, you pull your hair out because you've done everything you can do to dial up the right defense, and then you have a player do that. So almost out to midfield now for the Aztecs. Completed pass. It's a short gain of about 3. Second down and 7 here for the Aztecs. Balanced formation, 2 receivers, top and bottom of the formation, 1 single setback. And it looks like they drew the Matadors off sides. And that's what the officials are saying. So that'll change that from 2nd and 7 to 2nd and 2. Maybe 2nd and a long 1. So, yeah, that's a key penalty right there for the Matadors. Penalties have been big for both sides in this game. And in a game like this, you just can't afford them. Again, twins to both sides of the formation. And a handoff inside, and this is going for a first down, but a great tackle. Fantastic tackle, form tackle there by the Matadors defensive back. And that'll set him up on the 36-yard line of the Matadors. who knows, maybe this is a drive that they're able to take it. But this is also the area of the field where things have stalled out for both teams today. We're already just under 9 minutes to go in this final quarter. Still no score. Quarterback back to pass, underthrows the receiver, and the ball is incomplete. Close. The receiver did a heck of a job trying to get back to that ball, but couldn't get his hands underneath it. So it will be 2nd and 10 now for the Aztecs, still at the 36-yard line of the Matadors. All right, on this 2nd down play, it's another handoff. This one right up the middle. Looks like he's got the first down, and he does. Clear down to the 25-yard line.
Like he picks him up another down.
Like that, they'll spot the ball at the 26. Still a 1st and 10 for the Aztecs. Kind of in great field position if you're them. This is kind of a drive you think that they need to put it together. Panigi. Yep, they got the receiver at the top of the formation jumped, and that drew some defensive players, but at that point it was too late. A false start. 1st and 16. Right at 8 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter of this incredibly defensive football game. And yeah, our clock operator is paying attention to the score. It's not like we're just leaving it to your imagination. It is really 0-0. Panigi back to pass, throws it short, and again, just underthrows the receiver on a comeback route. Wasn't able to get his hands underneath it, so it'll bring up 2nd down, 16. Excuse me, 2nd down, 15, back at the 36-yard line. Just a single setback here for the Aztecs. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. This time it's going to be an encroachment penalty on the Matadors.
Encroachment, defense number 10, 5 yards.
So they get that 5-yard penalty back. Double stakes, double stakes. Again, 2 receivers to the top, two receivers to the bottom, single setback. Panigi in formation to take the shotgun snap. He bobbles the snap, but then throws a good-looking ball. And we have a touchdown. We have our first score of the game. Kind of a 50-50 ball, but you know what? The receiver wanted it a bit more and went up there and was able to secure it. So with 7 minutes, 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter, we have our first score of the game. A nice touchdown pass by the Aztecs. That'll set them up for their conversion. And I believe they're going to be going for 2 here No time comes off the clock, of course, on these point after tries, but this is a big conversion. They get it, they go up, you know, the full 8 points. Otherwise, it's just 6-0. Carnegie takes a snap, takes the handoff, throws a slant, wide open. Probably one of the best executed plays of the night. So just like that, 2 great pass plays result in scoring a conversion for the Aztecs, who now lead at 8-0. All right, we're ready for the kickoff here by the Aztecs. It's a short kickoff, right in kind of no man's land, but eventually picked up. And he's going to be down. He's down. He's down. Yeah, remember, it's anything beside the hand or the foot. I'm pretty sure we saw something beside the hand or the foot there down on that play. Osmer doesn't think so, but I understand that. You know, that's a competitor, and you know what? No hurt in trying to do that. Well, he's got one unsportsmanlike conduct foul, so he doesn't. Last thing he wants to do now is get another one. He's a valuable member of this team. So we'll see what the Matadors can do. They've got an answer here. You figure with 7 minutes to go and the way the offense has been taking time off the clock, they're going to need to put something together. Yeah, but it looks like we definitely got a 15-yard face mask foul here. So that'll help the Matadors' cause. Should take them out to about the 46-yard line, something like that. 48-yard line.
First and 10 from 48.
This time it's the inside handoff and a gain of 1 yard. Not much there.
Doors handed off, run up the middle. Take it down.
Second and 9 here. One slot receiver, one back. 2 receivers to the near side, one to the far. It's a handoff inside. And again, a gain of approximately 3 yards. That's acceptable, but you've got to pick up some good yardage here on this third down play. Not that they do a lot of punting, but this is definitely 4 down territory with the clock running under 6 minutes now. to go in the game. Again, another inside handoff, though, and another gain of about 3 yards or 2 yards.
Had to run it on 3rd and long.
But that's still going to bring up 4th down and 5 yards to go for the Matadors.
Stuck in 4th and 5th position here.
Now they're going to give them 2 yards, so 4th and 4 on the play. This is a huge play, obviously, to try to keep this drive alive. You don't want to give the ball back to the Aztecs at this kind of field position at this point of the game. Back to pass. They're going to take a look. It's close. It's super close.
Big call here.
I think that the officials are going to, yeah, they're going to take a measurement here. This is the right call on the officials' part. You know, we're never in that big a hurry that we can't, and it's not like it's right on a yard line either. It's right between, right at the numbers. So the only way to really know for positive if you got this first down is to do a measurement. And that's what they're doing right now. Got a little players in the way. I can't see real well, but we're going to see that stick pulled in just a second. And it does look like a first down, and it is. Boy. Anybody watching this game knows how big a play that was. The receiver did a heck of a job.
I didn't know where the sticks are.
Yep. Clock's running just almost at 5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. This time, it's the Aztecs that are going to give 5 yards of real estate to the Matadors. Every yard at this point is so critical. Matadors are on the ball, ready to go. Wow. High throw, but very, very close to a first down. They're going to say he's just a tiny bit short. Yep.
Good shot.
He's second and less than a yard. He throws, wide open receiver. Wide open receiver. Wow. Down to the 2-yard line. And the receiver wants to say he wasn't down, but he wasn't going anywhere. They're gonna set the ball to 3, and the Matadors are gonna get on the line here and go again. Coming up to 4 minutes to go in this game. And we got a stoppage on the field. A timeout by the Aztecs. Got it, thank you. Well, I tell you what. If you came hoping for a defensive battle, you've been richly blessed this afternoon, because these two teams have put on a show that way. But here, just in the last 10 minutes or so, you've seen some great offensive plays for a change. And that probably happens at this point in the game. Defenses are a little more tired. I'm not surprised by seeing some offensive plays here, but Matadors got 4 downs to go 3 yards. And then, of course, they've got to get that all-important 2-point conversion to tie this game up. And if that happens, holy cow. Here we go. Matadors all set to go with 2 receivers here to the wide side, near side, 1 on top. And it's a handoff inside down to the 1 foot line. 1 foot line. He didn't make it in, but I'm telling you what, it's awfully close. And 2nd and goal from the 1 foot line. Again, another handoff. And this time he's in. What a ball game. What a ball game, folks. As they say in the television world, don't go anywhere, because we've got 3 minutes and 41 seconds left. And the Matadors are trying to make his a tie game by getting this 2-point conversion. We'll see how they do. Right now, momentum seems to be on their side. It's back pass. He throws it way underthrown. So with 3:41 to go, both teams have all 3 of their timeouts left. So that's a big deal at this point. Matadors can play for that. They can use their timeouts on defense and get the ball back. What they can't afford is any kind of a sustained drive now by the Aztecs. You just kind of almost wanted to see that 2-point conversion. Just because it just seems like that's the kind of game that it should be, right? I could see this going into overtime, and the Matadors lost in overtime here the first week of the season. So
3:41 left on the clock. Aztecs lead Matadors 8-6.
Hey, fellas, following the game, I will be down to get you your checks. So just give me just a second. Also, don't forget, if you want to get something to eat, there's some good food vendors here. So, and it's all free to you guys. All right, we're ready to go here. Matadors set to kick off to the Aztecs with 3:41 to go. There's the official's whistle. The kick is a very short one with a fair catch called.
Kick by the Matadors, fair caught by Barber and hold.
Yeah, great decision there. You don't have a chance to look downfield and see if you got room to run. You just got to make sure to secure that catch, and he did a great job of that. So now the ball at the 35-yard line for the Aztecs, and this is a huge, probably the biggest possession of the game, biggest drive of the game, both for the defensive team and for the offensive team here. If they can put a couple first downs on the board, they may be able to run this thing out. Conversely, if the Matadors can make them go 3 and out and get the ball back, they've got a shot. Yep, all 3 timeouts left for both teams. Receivers 2 to top and bottom of the formation, and it's a handoff here to the near side. And
Austin Barber. Evil. Second and long.
Jason, I was a little slow on the switch on that. I think 3:37 is probably correct. That was 3:41 to start the play. So timeout, Matadors, right? There is timeout on there. Okay. Okay.
After timeout, line. 39 left for the fourth quarter.
All right, we have second down and 11. Ball handed off on the inside, a good hole, and now he's in the open field. Makes a juke, gets away. He's got a first down at midfield. That'll stop the clock momentarily, but the clock will start again as soon as the ball's set.
First and 10. Aztecs.
Timeout. Matadors.
Matadors is going to take another timeout here, though. Keep that clock from running. No, what happened is I was a little slow starting the clock on that one. It went from 3:41 to 3:37, which for 4 seconds I thought was appropriate, but I can see that, no big deal. And yeah, we put it back at 3:39, no problem.
After timeout, first and 10, Tech.
All right, we're set. First down and 10 at midfield for the Aztecs. A new set of downs. We don't. Can.
Both go. On the offense, 5 yards. Remain 7 yards. Third down, 5.
So that 5-yard ball start helps them Matadors, at least in terms of yardage. Doesn't do much for them in terms of stopping this clock, though. They've only got one timeout left. And well, I don't know if that's going to be enough. With 3:29, if they hold them, they've got plenty of clock to work with, but they can't afford another first down at this point. He sent her man in motion. Now he resets. Good defense there by the Matadors. A gain of a few, but still in double stakes situations. Matadors elect not to call timeout here after this play, so the clock continues to run at 3:13, 3:12 left here in the fourth quarter. Second and 14. I think the Matadors are going to try to save that last timeout. With a couple more stops, they'll force the Aztecs to punt, but boy, they've got to make them. With the 40-second play clock the way it is, a new set of downs here would probably mean curtains for the Matadors. They got trips to the far side of the field, and now they're going to call timeout. Oh, copy that.
Second and long.
Not sure how that changed. Sorry. All right, we are set now. Second down. Not a lot of room for him to run. He makes a great move to the outside, but he stays in bounds, which is a great idea for the Aztecs at this point.
Barber with the run.
And Matadors will call and take their last time out of the half. Take that back. It's not a team timeout. It's an injured player over on the Aztec sideline. It's a Matador that's getting up slow. And he'll make his way to the sideline. He's doing so on his own power, though. Looks like he's going to be okay. That is not a timeout by the Matadors. And this will be a 40-second clock for the Aztecs because it's a defensive injury. Had that been an offensive injury, the play clock would have been only 25 seconds. So, yep, this will take us to the 2-minute warning. So that helps the Matadors. Well, 3rd down and 7. A huge play here for the Aztecs. If they can pull this off, they can run the clock out. If they can't and don't get it on 4th down, Matadors have a shot. And as quickly as they scored last time, it's possible. So we'll see what happens.
Aztecs come to the line, 3rd and 7. Aztecs hand the ball off.
Very, very short gain on that 3rd down play. It's going to be 4th down and actually 4th and 6. 4th and 6. And the Matadors have just spent their last timeout that they have for this game, or at least this half, unless we get into overtime.
Aztecs line up to punt. Zach Barber back in return to the Matadors.
Here we have a substitution infraction on the offense. That'll put them back 5 yards. Maybe make a little difference on field position for the Matadors when they get the ball back here, assuming this punt gets off clean. All right, we're set to go again with the punt from the Aztecs with 1 minute 54 seconds to go. No timeouts left for the Matadors when they get this ball back. Bad snap, but he does get it off. Great job getting the punt off, but it's returnable. And it's he's going to reverse field and then cut back toward the middle and be swarmed under at the 25-yard line.
Back to the Matadors, 25-yard line.
First and 10,
Matadors.
Contact with the official. Sideline. 15 yards and the end of the line. First down.
Wow, that's a call you don't see. We've seen it twice. Yeah. So the issue here is that this second violation on the Aztecs for sideline interference. He's got to get out of bounds. And he does. You know, it's not a very pretty play, but he definitely got 9 yards out of it. Not sure what they're talking about here. I don't see a flag on the ground.
Now and bring up a second and 1.
All right, we had a clock adjustment there. We're at 1:38, and a quick pass to the far side. Oh, made the first guy miss, but it's not going to make maybe a gain of 1 yard. And boy, they've got the Matadors got to get on this ball. We have a stoppage of the clock though, because we do have enough for a first down.
First and 10 for the Matadors. Snag.
Quarterback back to pass, wide open and over the middle. He's got Ho over the middle. Up down to the 29-yard line of the Aztecs. Now, I'll tell you what, they could be set up for a field goal if they get close enough here. But you can't afford a sack here. Got to get rid of it. And he does. And a first down to the 18-yard line. Good footwork over there by that receiver. And quarterback's back to pass again, quick one. He does not get out of bounds this time.
Now quick pass back to Garner again. The themselves some yards here. Pick up second down.
Oh boy, that had a lot of touch on it, but just a shade overthrown. Heck of an effort by the receiver. Third down. Quarterback back. He decides to run a ball up the middle.
Okay, now he's going to run the ball. Ball comes out. They're going to say he's down.
They are running the field goal unit out.
Matadors running on the field goal. 15
They have no timeouts left. We got 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. And he gets it off. Wow, I'll tell you what, you saw a great game here today. I apologize, I'm running both the clock and doing this, but and I apologize for not knowing everybody's name, but what a great defensive battle. And we got another great game coming up. So within the Diggers and the Black Tide.